Today me and my team are going to present our final presentation on artifact-based software process recovery with suggested views. So me myself Rutvik, my friend Pawan Kumar and Vamshi Krishna will be doing this topic today. So a brief introduction about ourselves. So myself Rutvik Nagbandi, I have studied MTech in Vellore Institute of Technology in Chennai. Then my friend Pawan Kumar had studied in MGR Educational Institute. He has done his bachelor's there in Chennai. And finally, my friend Vamshi Krishna Saripudi, he has done BTech in Chebrolu Engineering College, Guntur. So we three people have written this paper. So now quickly jumping into the paper, I want to first give some brief introduction about my paper, that is the abstract. So our paper aims to improve the discovery of software method properties by identifying and removing the source code by statistical lower quality index and leading it to the incorrect information. We majorly concentrate on conceptual conformity, which compares and finds the source code and its package. We use this technique to identify the source code and which doesn't match the semantic package context. Then we use the semantic outliners which can inaccurately discover the both approach and low code recovery performance. Then after this abstract, I want to give a introduction about the past paper which we used for developing this paper. So the past examination is on three programming engineers, which featured the significant of casual or catching program, and also which helps the strategies which are zeroed from this scientific level. The latent data and data indexing, semantic indexing helps this for TF-IDF approach, which can also be called as Porter or Snowball. Despite of this, we are using high IR ways to deal with the software engineering research, which may be proposed with the approaches and which are developed on the rules which are orthofied by this. Now, after this, my friend Pawan will discuss about the literature surveys.
Hi guys, this is Pawan Kumar. I'm continuing from here. Literacy survey. Actually, in literacy survey, we can do when it comes to our obtaining position related recovery is a powerful method. The primary goal of the product recovery technique use is to look at how a product item develops, maintaining and influences over time. By finishing this inquiry, application engineers hope to improve the nature of the previous programming items. Like recovering is a critical for examination new and well-known programming requirements, assisting with surveying and the foundation for the programming testing and evaluation. As a result, recovery can be used for specific client designing the diagnosis, record developments, and enhanced programming acknowledgement possibilities. Antiquity recovery is used to address the most efficient strategy to enhance programming by addressing the relationship between project and antiquity reactivities. Like in that web page we can use PSS is EE that plans to offer the computing help to administrate the product improvement process. PSSEE has three principal parts as an adjustment control model for the analyzing all changes to the interaction, and we go through over there, and we can also to future developments. This driven improvement process means MDD as a regulation. It is a isolated into two models: process editor with the utilized UML documents to show the MMD circles, and a process extraction which exits the MMD process, which shows position, status, and the suggestion to the application engineers. In that we can tracks the customization languages. Spread ML is catalyzed at the presentation of three sections: the execution process, the board, and the cycle the board. The principal model is accommodated of the process model XML documents. The subsequent model screen cycle directed to stick to the probability of CMMI DVD. And we can also discuss here the UMEC employment task-based approach, assistant work obtaining to the documents and assistant changes, improving the specific potential. And in finally, the main flow is of UMEA programming is the intellectual such as ends need to physically describe, and UMAC is limited Microsoft Office achievements. And next onwards, my friend will be continue.
Hi friends, this is Vamsi Krishna. Now going to the slide, we tell about methodology. To exhibit the product in an inconsolability of cycle, we use ASEPs to use the software advancement and instruments to constituting using a possibility in physical or natural. We can work with the process of physical or natural in a cruciously we can found itself and undertaking a highlight of discharges or reorders. Going into the methodology, we use copies, labels, and characters is continued by unframed and reopportunity and associated with planning and necessary of software recycling technique. Going to the next slide. The relevant events. The relevant events are used with a negative and positive. It goes with a time unit like linear recursion, and also there are four types: one source code relation and test code relation and build code relation and document relation. Using in those two, we used to summarize that after or before in a release. Per an unit we summarize that. This is a method for using in methodology. Now going to the next slide. Result. The navigation based algorithm improves a relative measurement in accuracy. Also combined with the result structure limitations. Users are availability to the recovery and specifying a requirements easy in a section. Informative helping and quickly are consecrated in a level of business levels and source codes. In a relaxing accept source software is a proficiency to the input. It uses a technique sharing in a incremental. The combinations of discussions are being used in a figuration of architecture result and factor to address the several subsorptions and recovery methods. In an architecture of environment and abstractive are combined with the robust of relax. Now going to the next slide. Basic recognition producer. A factor to consider a stockholders are considered in a front end of this process. Those are severely high concepts and websites, images and networks. Low-level applications are based in a standard HDFs and upgrading a management and input data node or protocols and APAC and HEDOP. Unnecessary concepts are security backing and collaborations are used. In a relax does not improve a straight limited amount of input concept used by during this training phase. This is the result we produced in a relax, and also it has a set of fragrances and focused on a based equipment and recovering the knowledge and the usage statement. This is about a artifact based software process recovery and suggesting views. Finally completed. Thank you.